All right, fam. This is Bramasole with Tia Marie. Hopefully, you guys are coming into the room. I actually am going to be doing some juicing again, beet juice, yes. But I also want to chop it up with y'all. So let me make sure I put out the live to everybody because if I don't, I will forget. How are y'all doing this afternoon or morning for some folks? Here, let's see if I can turn this off. Y'all know the sharing part is the hardest, right? Yes. How do I turn this off? How do I turn this off, y'all? I don't even know how to turn it off, y'all. There we go. They're going to get me on YouTube. Let's see. Let me turn it down. This is the fun part about going live. It's got all kinds of fun issues. So let's turn all of this down. Make sure nobody can interrupt us. And then let me find the live. Let's see. This is where I need y'all to help me with YouTube because it's extra. Oh, here it is. Okay, I found it. I found it. I don't even know who's watching yet. So hopefully nobody's watching yet because it's a hot mess. Let's see. I'm going to send it there. And let's see. Send it there. And yeah, y'all, thank you for sharing the live for me. I appreciate it. If you are so kind to do so. And let me see. There's so many places I have to share it. I wish I had one way to share it with everybody. I don't even know how to do that. So if y'all know, let me know. All right, we're going to get into some juice here in a minute. There we go. All right, fam. So I have already cut up my beets. I got my ginger. Everything's been cleaned. I got my lemons all peeled. I got a lot of carrots. I might supplement and offset this with a little bit of coconut water as well, just because it kind of stretches it a little bit further, and coconut water is good for you. It's more hydration. So I've been doing the beet juice now for about maybe 3 weeks, and I will say I've seen an improvement in digestion, an improvement in my energy. My skin is glowing. Yes. Anyway, and I have hopefully we'll start to see some improvements with inflammation. This is for my lupus warriors. I will tell you all right now, try to eat the foods that help to minimize your inflammation as much as you can. There's a whole new magazine that's out. I think it's by Taste or Better Homes or Gardens that talks about anti-inflammation. It's pretty thick. I don't want to show it on here because I don't think you can show that on YouTube, but go and check it out at your local bookstore or where you get magazines and try some of the recipes in there. They're very low carb, high protein, great for inflammation. Their beets are in there. So anyway, I'm not going to talk your heads off. Let's get started. Let me pull up the chat because I don't want to miss if you guys are doing any chatting. All right, let's see. Okay, there we go. All right, so I should be able to see your chats on here. Now, this does get noisy. I'm sorry. Just prepare yourself for a little bit of noise, but I'm going to do it real fast, okay? I do the carrots first because they usually have the most water. And then I do the beets. And then I do the lemons and the oranges last because that kind of helps clean out the machine. I do the ginger in between these root vegetables because the ginger is super dry and it kind of sits inside of your machine. So I also make sure that I clean it up. So anyway, let's go. These carrots I got from the grocery store. I did get the organic kind because they did not have loose carrots over in the regular carrot section. But you can use any kind of carrots. Just make sure you clean them. That's probably my biggest issue. I clean mine in apple cider vinegar and a little bit of baking soda, so I don't have to do a whole lot of scrubbing because it's a lot of carrots. Okay. And I even got some little ones, just a couple little ones. Now, those carrots actually filled up, so I'm going to turn this off for a second. They actually filled up the container, so I am going to empty that out a little bit. I do keep all of my scraps. So this is from my clippings. This is going to go in my garden. And then I also keep all of my pulp. That is also going to go in my garden. I mix it in and make it kind of a slurry. That way I can spread it out nice and evenly. So let's see if we can take this out. And that got filled really fast. Yeah, that's a lot of carrots there. And I'm not going to do like super, super clean, just enough to make some room for more veggies to go in. One of the things I do like about this is that it's super easy to clean. But look at that pulp. That's beautiful pulp. Some people actually bake with this pulp, so do not throw your pulp away. Your pulp is good nutrients and can be used in other ways. So do not throw away that pulp, okay? Keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it. All right, this is gonna go back down in there. Like I said, I didn't do like a major clean because I'm getting ready to do more. I am going to pour out some of this into this container. How beautiful that is. Ah, elixir for life, y'all, right here. Ah, that's so beautiful. All right, now we're gonna do our beets next. So again, sorry for the noise. And it's good if you can cut these down just a little bit. I just cut them into like fourths because it just makes it easier to put in the machine when they're cutting down. And it's a little bit messy, y'all. It is messy. I'm not gonna lie. There's sometimes stuff flying all over the place. I am gonna cut down my ginger just a little bit. I'll cut it into like 4 pieces, I think. Should be good. And then this is gonna do really well when right after this I put some of the wet ingredients through. That'll help to kind of clean the machine. Yep. So I did 2 oranges, 2 lemons. And the oranges are like pretty nice sized oranges. People can, also do grapefruit. It just depends on what your tastes are. That's the beauty of juicing. You can add or remove whatever it is that you like. And that's it, folks. All right, we're gonna move this over here. It's all a little bit messy. And yes, your hands will turn red as you work with these beets. If you don't want red hands for like a day, put on gloves because otherwise you will have red. Now, I don't mind too much because it doesn't bother me. All right, so this is what we just made up. Look at how red that is. Oh, I just want you guys to see. And you can actually see it mixing in with that. Look at that. I do put it all in one large container. I try to mix it up. I'm going to grab some coconut water. And like I said, the coconut water just helps to cut it a little bit. Not required. I just like to stretch mine a little bit further so I can get maybe at least 4, hopefully 4 containers, maybe 5. I just take that, mix it around, and I want to get every single bit of that juice out of there. Look at that. And I am using the NutriBullet juicer. I got this off of Amazon. I will try my best to link this after the live um, because I am an affiliate with Amazon. Not sure if I'll need more, but look at this. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful juice. And you don't have to add anything into it unless you want a little bit more of like sweetness, a little more ginger. I like a lot of ginger, so you will often see me put significant amounts of ginger in mine. There we go. And then this actually has a strainer on it. Not that I need it because I don't think there's any chunks of anything, but I will make hopefully 4 of these. And it is splashing a little bit. Let me slow down so I don't get anything on me. And you'll see me kind of fill it up to here. Now, the reason I don't fill it all the way up is I do like to put ice in it, even when it's cold. If it's not quite cold enough, I'll put a few chunks of ice in. But, oh man, this is going to be so good, you guys. I love this juice. Don't know if you should be drinking it every day, but it's been helping me, so I'm drinking it. All right, so it looks like I'll be able to get at least 4 of these. And I think these are 16 ounces. I needed to measure these because I'm not 100% sure. And I got these from Walmart for like $1 some time ago. I don't even know if they still have them or they keep them all the time. Put these all together. And I just love these containers because they're great for on the go. You can actually freeze these. You do not want to put these in the dishwasher though, because that heat setting will make them sort of like melt and kind of go down. But that yielded, so that was maybe about 15 carrots, 2 oranges, 2 lemons, 6 beets, 6 medium-sized beets. It's medium small. I've seen bigger beets. And a good chunk of maybe the size of my hand of ginger. And yeah, we have some great juice that we will be drinking over the next few days. Oh, I should taste it now, right? Give me a second. I'll taste it. I'm going to get some ice. Super great over ice. All right, here goes. Oh my gosh, you guys see that? I just wanted to give you a close up. This looks so good. Next time. So good. That ginger, like I told you guys, I love the ginger. So that pop, it's giving me life. Love this juice. There's a little bit more in there, so let's see if I can grab that too. So anyway, try it. Let me know if you tried it. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the things, and come back and see me again when we make our next juice. I think it's either going to be an orange juice, like all orange items, and maybe pineapple, because I do have a pineapple, or we will make it, I might do another green juice. Oh, pulp. Let's talk about that real quick. I'm not going to go anywhere. Give me 1 second. So let's move a couple things out of the way here. Those are going to go in the fridge for later. Okay, I want to just talk pulp for like 2 seconds because I talked about this on my last live, but I don't know if I showed you guys me actually putting that into the garden. So anyway, so this pulp is really great. And you can bake with this pulp. You can dry it out and cook it down. I've seen people do that on YouTube where they have put it in the oven for like 175 degrees, like 4 or 5 hours, and cooked it down to where it's like a spice, and they put it into other spices. I've also seen people use this for, like I said, you can put it in your mulch, but do not throw this away. Like this is like chunks and chunks of really great pulp to be used, and like it can look binds together. I'll have more once I pull this part out. So let me show you guys all this really delicious pulp. Pull that out. Love having a big sink, you guys. I used to have a small sink. I'm never going back. Never, never. So all of this pulp here can also be used. Now this is a little bit wetter. It's okay. It's going to be in the compost and inside the garden. However, if you're going to use it for like baking, you don't want to use the wet kind. Okay. Let's see. Just going to take my tool. And you can freeze this if you're not sure what you want to do with it yet. I have frozen pulp in the past. I've put it inside of ice cubes, and that I drop them into my drinks for just that extra added fiber. Again, that's a personal taste thing. If you don't like the way these things taste, you probably don't want to put them in other food. All right. So now, is there a mess to clean up? Of course, but I don't mind because I'm eating healthy, living healthy, feeling healthy. All right, so you guys can see this is the pulp with the beets in and the lemon and the ginger, and it smells so good. I wish I could like make, I don't know, like bath salts or something out of it, and maybe you can. I have no idea. But again, your hands will be super, super pinkish red. That's okay. It does come off after like a day in multiple washes, so don't worry about it. The main thing is you are wearing the badge of honor of healthy eating and healthy living when you are walking around with red hands. So anyway, okay, so now I can tell you guys goodbye. And hopefully I will be able to show you what I'm going to do in my garden. So come back and see me live. I'm going to set up the camera outside and show you how the garden is doing. It's really doing great. And the compost is doing great too. So thank you guys so much for joining me. And I'll see you next time. Oh, that's so good.